Ladies and gentlemen, the poetry reading is beginning. Will you please file into the back room?
Well, I have CDs. But if you get out into town, all the lights and saying all that, I don't want to make sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the poetry reading is about to begin. Would you please file into the back room?
I'll carry it with me this time. Well, yeah, it's true. It's safe in my
Just give it. Okay, I guess I'll do it.
Party, party,
Ladies and gentlemen, the poetry reading is about to begin. Would you please find a seat and kindly sit down?
What you have to fight with that? Oh, an actual other. That's fine. She's going.
Yes.
Standing up is not the preferred way to experience poesy.
Oh my God, you look so classy!
Black tie tag?
Oh my God!
It's America, damn it!
Lay out Carmen Tracey's broadsides.
What?
Somewhere.
Absolutely.
No room in there.
Okay, this is great.
I'm worried about
This is wonderful. We have a full room back here. Okay, at this point I'm going to say if you wanted to come to the back room, you're going to have to wait until somebody leaves. I think we've reached seating capacity. I would also like to mention that if you are a cigarette smoker, we would kindly like you to smoke your cigarettes on the back patio instead of on the front of the establishment. This is serious. I'm being serious here. Standing in the front of the building smoking cigarettes is not polite. And it's not as fun because you don't get to get rowdy like you do get to get rowdy on the back patio.
just a tip.
Thank you. You look wonderful as well.
20 years ago.
Okay. I would like to thank Craig Chonicki for bringing this fantastic music for this event. This is a Finnish composer. Her name is, was it Kylie Soreno?
I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, Soriano. Soriano. This is 20th century contemporary music. If you call it classical music, you suck.
I know that.
It's not classical.
I'm sure.
This is Soriano. Soriano. Finnish. She's Finnish. She is the composer.
She's cool. She's not unfinished?
If I wrote that.
So ladies and gentlemen, and I use those terms very strictly in this case because you are all certainly, ladies and gentlemen, attending a poetry reading. We will do our best to bring you sublimity and pathos. This is the second Thursday of the month, which is when we have our poetry reading series.
God damn it!
Party foul.
Fuck that! Get that shit out of here!
Steve. Always doing people wrong.
I'm letting that go because Steve is the organizer of this event. If he were not,
That's alcohol
you'd be
abuse.
out of here.
Where's my beer? On the floor. No, get out of here! I'm thinking.
That's not right speech, Steve.
So, how many of you have not been to a second Thursday reading here before? A literary cafe poetry reading? Good, we have a few. That's good. Well, I'll let you know a little bit about how things work here. We begin with 2 featured readers who are scheduled very far ahead of time by our curator and by the organizer, the chief organizer of this event. Steve, I would like you to stand up, please.
Stand. Beautiful, yay!
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to give a warm hand to Steve Goldberg. His wrestling days are over, and his days of charting the deep paths of the soul have begun.
What can I say?
Our 2 featured readers tonight, we have a special treat, Carmen Tracey, who began, she's been reading here at the Literary Cafe for, oh my God, it seems like a year.
Non-stop.
Fantastic. She'll piss you off. She'll make you think. Then we have all the way out from Toledo, Ohio, the northwestern portion of Ohio.
West side represent.
We have John Dorsey is a second featured reader tonight.
Yes, sir.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you, if you do smoke cigarettes, please smoke them on the back patio, not on the front. Also, if you are leaving tonight and you do not know how to get out of Tremont, we have directions for you on how to get out of Tremont safely and efficiently.
Thanks for coming. Yeah.
After the featured readers, we will have our poetry reading free-for-all, which will be followed in an orderly fashion. There is a sign-up sheet on the table in the middle where Carmen and Danielle are sitting.
There was.
Or maybe it's where Steve is. Well, there's a list somewhere. Please write your name on the list if you want to read. Another feature of this reading, as with every reading we have here since, I think, maybe the 6th reading, is we have blank pads of paper.
Get back there.
At the back on the small bar. And we have pens with the pads. You are encouraged.
Amateurs.
Absolutely.
But when you write your poetry, you will put your name and the date on the paper, and you will hand that after you are finished reading it out loud to the group. You will hand that to Mr. Goldberg, sitting here by the arch, and he will include it in a chapbook that'll probably happen sometime in 2009
Yeah.
or 2008.
No shit.
I have a lot of things that I haven't done. We also have, courtesy of the Language Foundry, broadsides for sale at the table with the abrazos gratis, the free hugs,
I might charge.
as well as some books that I see that I can't read the name of the writer. There are John Dorsey.
Harvey Keitel. Excellent. All officers are.
And there are John Dorsey publications. Okay, so I think that's about it for the introductions. That's about it for the details. Thank you very much for coming. I hope that you will enjoy what you hear tonight. Please be very considerate, be very quiet when your fellow poets are reading. Listen, and especially when people are writing or when people are reading, don't write. Don't talk.
Don't even breathe.
But we're not supposed to write.
Listen and think.
Except for the organizers, we can do whatever we want.
That's correct. August 9th. And before we get going, let me just announce some. Hey! Hey! August 9th, Joseph Makos and Mary Weems will be reading here. It's the second Thursday of the month of August. We have John Dorsey's Broadside, written from S.A. Griffin, and a book, Harvey Keitel, Har. We also have Carmen's Broadside, as well as Kate Sopko and others. So without any more ado, let us get on with the featured readers. Our first reader is Carmen Tracey. Carmen Tracey is a professional. She's misanthropist, sociopath, an enthusiastic supporter of using profanity.
I get behind that.
She has also been a fuck punk, a punk as fuck, since 1994.
Are there pictures?
Yeah, hopefully.
No one really knows where she came. No. She comes from the Marathon Station in Bettsville, Ohio,
True.
How much a gallon?
69.
where she grew up living
I like 69.
on potato chips and Red Bull until the age of 13.
Yes. It's true.
Now, depending on which rumor you believe, she is either an active volcano or fabricated from scraps of engines. Hey, this is serious.
You guys are laughing at me.
She is the voice of the gutter in the tradition of
Oh, I can't wait. Drink.
I will not mention these names because they are too dear to me.
He who shall not be named.
What is poetry other than poetic language wrapped in feeling and pathos?
I took the wrong pathos once. Got the
Soul and the charting of the maps against the topographic etchings of memory and music, bound together by the voice in the wilderness. She has been called both a writer, a poet, a reject, a label. She says, sometimes I puke.
Sometimes I am.
Sometimes I puke bile and stomach acid and unmitigated gall. And sometimes some of that puke gets on me.
It's true.
And it makes me stronger, and it makes me a stronger woman for it. She attended the writing seminar held in the abandoned Hostess factory in 1998,
He's done his research.
attended by several men in sheets with sweaty brows. People have taken to calling what she does writing, but she says she is not so sure. What beauty in that? A book of her selected puke is forthcoming tonight.
Not tonight.
She will be tentatively titled The Circle of Blood, which is appropriate for tonight's reading is called Blood and Magnets. After the publishers what is another name for a press, rejected the title Circle of Throw Up.
That's true, actually.
Her turn-ons include Tauruses, Jeep Cherokee,
No, it's wrong.
nihilism, nudity, engine grease,
Yeah.
drunk driving, bearded clams.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Her turn-offs include oral hygiene, laundry, dishwashing detergent, light beer, and Emily Dickinson. Along with just about everyone else. So, ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to pay close attention, open your ears, and give a soft but warm felt praise to Carmen Tracey.
You know, he always does this with the mic. He thinks that I'm
He does it
about.
on purpose.
I know he does.
Okay.
And I can never get it.